For the past 5 years, scientists in Buenos Aires and from Harvard University have been monitoring a case stirring great excitement among researchers focused on HIV/AIDS. A 30-year-old Argentine woman's own immune system may have cured her of HIV without the use of drugs. The woman is publicly referred to only as the Esperanza patient, named after the town she lives in, which in English means hope.
The Esperanza patient belongs to the very special group among people living with HIV that are elite controllers.
They comprise about 1% or 0.5% of all people living with HIV. And these elite controllers are known as people who can control their virus without treatment and maintain their viral load below the levels of detection.
She is outside the elite controllers because she controls the replication, but also she doesn't have any HIV reservoir that we can find with competent virus. So that's what makes this case so unique.
Diagnosed back in 2013, today the woman has no detectable virus in her body. The Esperanza patient has kept strict anonymity. On World AIDS Day, campaigners continue to combat stigma attached to the disease.
I think this is the most difficult problem for us because the quality of life of people with living with HIV today is very good about medicines, about treatment. But in contrast, we have a lot of stigma and discrimination yet. And I think it's necessary to focus in education.
The Esperanza patient is only the second documented case of its kind in the world. Now, the challenge for scientists is to see whether they can find a pattern between those two cases that could potentially lead to a cure for HIV. The only other reported case is known as the San Francisco patient from 2020.
This gives us the idea that it's possible to cure or to control at a very high control of the infection.
For all the people living with HIV, it's like her name, a hope to find maybe, not in the short term, but in the long term, but this is still a hope to find a cure for all the people living with the virus.
The Esperanza patient is now pregnant with her second child. The first was born healthy and free of HIV. Researchers will continue to monitor the case as they seek clues and answers in the fight against the virus. Joel Richards for CGTN in Buenos Aires.